Footballers are often celebrated for their skills on the pitch, their glamorous lifestyles, and their heartwarming connections with fans. But what happens when the drama shifts from the field to their personal lives? Sometimes the biggest battles aren't fought under stadium lights, they're fought at home. In today's video, we're diving into the shocking and untold stories of footballers whose family relationships have turned sour. From messy legal battles to public feuds, these players have found themselves in situations that are far from picture perfect. What causes these rifts? Is it fame, fortune, or something deeper? Stick around to uncover the jaw-dropping reasons behind the strained ties in these football stars' families. You won't believe how intense things can get behind closed doors. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss more fascinating stories from the world of football. The dream of many footballers is to get to the very top of their game so that they can take care of their families while also making them proud. But that's surely not every footballer's dream, as there are quite a number who absolutely don't care about their families. From a star betrayed by his own brother, to one who was left behind by his father, and another dealing with family members eyeing his fortune before he's even gone, these are the 9 footballers with broken family ties. Number 9. Dele Alli. Dele Alli is known for wearing only his first name on his jersey, a decision tied to his estranged relationship with his family. Born to a Nigerian father and a British mother, Dele's childhood was chaotic, and he holds his parents responsible for much of the turmoil. Shortly after his birth in the UK, his father moved to the United States, leaving him to be raised by his mother, who struggled with alcoholism. At the age of 9, Dele moved to Nigeria to live with his father, but returned to the UK 2 years later to reunite with his mother. However, by the time he turned 13, he decided he'd had enough of the instability at home. Dele left his biological parents behind and began living with Alan and Sally Hickford, the parents of a teammate from MK Dons. Though they never officially adopted him, Dele regards them as his true family. In 2016, after signing with Tottenham Hotspur, Dele made a significant change. He removed Ali from his jersey, explaining that he felt no connection to his family name and wanted to forge his own identity. Number 8. Virgil van Dijk. Liverpool's defensive powerhouse Virgil van Dijk is another player who doesn't use his last name on his jersey. A subtle but meaningful nod to a difficult family history. The Dutchman's strained relationship with his father, Ron van Dijk, is at the heart of this choice. According to Virgil's uncle Steve, the conflict stems from his father abandoning the family when Virgil was still young. Left to fend for herself, Virgil's mother took on the responsibility of raising him and his siblings alone. The pain of that abandonment has left a lasting mark on Virgil, who has not forgiven his father for walking away. As a result, Virgil chose to wear only his first name on his jersey, symbolizing his detachment from his father and asserting his independence both on and off the pitch. Number 7. Memphis Depay. Memphis Depay, the former Barcelona striker, is known for wearing only his first name on his jersey. He made this choice because he felt abandoned by his father at the age of 4 and didn't want to carry the name of someone who caused him so much pain. However, Memphis's father has disputed these claims, stating that while his marriage to Memphis's mother ended, he always remained involved in his son's life. He even said he was the one who gave Memphis his first football. Despite these assertions, Memphis has been vocal about his lack of connection with his father. In 2012, he officially dropped Depay from his jersey and has even gone as far as to say, "Do not call me Depay." But as tough as this story is, at least Memphis's struggles didn't involve the tragedy faced by another player on this list, whose father's shocking actions left him traumatized yet determined enough to play in a Champions League final. More on that soon. Number 6. Emmanuel Adebayor. Few footballers have experienced family drama as intense as Emmanuel Adebayor, the former Arsenal and Togolese striker. Adebayor has been very open about his turbulent relationship with his relatives, accusing many of them of exploiting him financially. For example, he revealed that his sister rented out a house he bought for her without his knowledge. His late brother Peter allegedly sent a letter to Real Madrid during Adebayor's loan spell in 2011, advising the club not to make the move permanent. The issues didn't stop there. Adebayor also claimed that his family began dividing his assets while he was still alive, discussing who would inherit his cars and houses. Perhaps most shockingly, Adebayor accused his own mother of using black magic against him. He said this was one of the reasons he severed ties with her. When asked about his estranged relationship with his mother, Adebayor responded, "How can I stay in contact with someone who tells everyone my career will fail? I wouldn't wish such a mother on anyone." The next player's story is no less dramatic. While Adebayor struggled with his mother's actions, this other footballer despises his father for tearing their family apart. Stay tuned for that shocking tale. Number 5. Lucas and Theo Hernandez. Lucas and Theo Hernandez, stars at PSG and AC Milan respectively, share a difficult relationship with their father, Jean-François Hernandez, a former professional footballer who played as a defender for Atletico Madrid. Their story took a dark turn when Jean-François left their family over 2 decades ago after divorcing their mother. Lucas, the older of the two, has been candid about his feelings towards his father. Reflecting on his father's abandonment, Lucas once said, "He left because he didn't love us. If he didn't love us, it was better for him to go." I was around 5 or 6 when he left, and it's been over 16 years since we last heard from him. I don't know where he is, or if he's even alive. I've moved on, built my own family, and since he hasn't reached out, it's clear he doesn't want to reconnect. It's a heartbreaking story, but there are even more jaw-dropping family dramas ahead. Keep watching to uncover them. Number 4. Paul Pogba. Paul Pogba's family troubles have long been public knowledge, but they reached new heights in recent years. At first, everything seemed harmonious in 2018, with Paul and his older brother Matthias celebrating his World Cup victory together. However, by 2022, the relationship had dramatically soured. Reports emerged that Matthias was involved in a scheme to extort up to 13 million euros from Paul. The situation escalated when Matthias was charged and detained. But instead of quieting down, the drama intensified when Matthias publicly accused Paul of using witchcraft to manipulate his teammates, including Kylian Mbappé. Needless to say, these accusations likely didn't sit well with Mbappé or anyone else involved. This saga showcases how deep and complex family tensions can go, even for football stars. And if you think this story is wild, wait until you hear what's next. Number 3. Mario Balotelli. Mario Balotelli didn't just stop using his birth parents' name on his jersey, he completely replaced it. Born as Mario Barua to Ghanaian immigrants in Italy, Balotelli faced significant health challenges as a child. His biological parents, unable to afford his medical care, placed him in foster care with Silvia and Francesco Balotelli. Initially, Mario spent weekdays with the Balotelli family and weekends with his biological parents. However, over time, the arrangement changed, and he began living full-time with the Balotellis. Though they never formally adopted him, he took their last name and officially became an Italian citizen at 18. In a memorable moment during Euro 2012, Balotelli scored 2 crucial goals against Germany in the semifinals, helping Italy secure a spot in the final. He dedicated both goals to his foster mother, Silvia, showing his deep gratitude. Today, Balotelli rarely mentions his biological parents, appearing to have distanced himself completely from that chapter of his life. Number 2. Jakub Błaszczykowski. Jakub Błaszczykowski's story is one of unimaginable tragedy. His life took a devastating turn in September 1996, when he was just 10 years old. On that fateful day, Jakub and his older brother Dawid witnessed their father fatally stab their mother during a heated argument. Following this horrific event, Jakub's father was sentenced to 15 years in prison. Losing both parents in this way, Jakub and his brother were raised by their grandmother. This trauma caused Jakub to step away from football for a time, but his uncle, a former captain of Poland's national team, encouraged him to return. Jakub channeled his pain into his career, achieving remarkable success. He won 2 Bundesliga titles and even played in a Champions League final. To this day, he has never spoken to his father again, and only reconnected with that part of his past after his father's death. Jakub often honors his late mother by pointing to the sky after scoring a goal, a poignant gesture symbolizing love and remembrance for the woman he tragically lost too soon. Next up is a player whose early life remains a bit of a mystery. While little is known about his childhood, we'll share some stories today that might surprise you. Let's talk about Ainsley Maitland-Niles. What we do know is that Ainsley was raised by his mother, Jules, alongside his brother, Cordy. But somewhere along the way, their family bond seems to have completely unraveled. Ainsley reportedly has no relationship with his mother today. A few years ago, Jules publicly claimed that her millionaire son had abandoned her. She described sneaking into a warehouse at night just to have a place to sleep in the freezing cold. According to reports, the family's troubles started around the time Ainsley was 20 years old. When Ainsley was a teenager making his Arsenal debut, he expressed his love for his mom by saying he'd frame his debut jersey and gift it to her. Things were fine back then, but by 2015, everything had changed. Jules allegedly got into a heated altercation with Arsenal's negotiation staff that turned physical, leading to her arrest. Once the situation calmed down, Ainsley even paid for his mother to take a vacation in Australia to give her some time to relax. But after her return, something caused their relationship to completely collapse. Ainsley and his brother moved out of the house they shared with their mother, leaving her to fend for herself. Neither Ainsley nor his brother have spoken much about what led to the fallout, so many details remain unclear. Regardless, it's a heartbreaking story, and it's difficult not to feel for everyone involved. Family breakdowns like this are never easy to witness or understand. If you're enjoying these stories, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's coming next. Got ideas for other big football projects we should dive into? Share your thoughts below. Until next time.